Names are Collins Leitich, or General, and I'm a resident of Keses. Yes, I decided to paint that place with the help of the community. So it is because of the insecurities that we are having in that area. There is always a procedure, right? I cannot say I have a mistake or not, but there is always a procedure. Maybe the steps were not complete, but we had taken some few steps. I will be paying rent as long as that thing is existing. 20 years, 10 years, until we build, until the CDF will come and build the other one. Yes. When you are in business, you have to be close to the people in the government. I'm a businessman. I am close even to the people in the ground, right? That's why they trust me with initiating this. The issue of saying that there is a mistake, there must be a mistake somewhere, but we are trying to correct it and make it legal in a good way. As the community, we decided we've been having insecurities and we've been telling authorities to help us with the police patrol base for the longest. And we are not blaming them because maybe there are no funds for that. So we decided as a community, why don't we assemble funds, me being the financer, so that we can bring the police close to us. Because as you can see, we have a very big soko there. And we have many population there. And the police are very far, 7 kilometers away, all right? So to me, it was a good idea, but if we have wronged the government, maybe you can apologize saying that maybe we didn't follow the procedure, but going forward, we shall be doing procedure. No, I have not impersonated anybody. Neither we have never put police in that thing. It is only 5 days old. Yes, the painting are even still raw. No one is rich. Even president is still looking for money. There is always people who are opposing maendeleo. Yes. So in this case, they might be there, but I'm not sure. Me, what I think it is the problem is maybe the procedural way of establishing it. Somehow I'm trying to tell them that as much as we had some few steps of opening this thing, maybe we did not go the way maybe it's supposed to go. Now, going forward now, right now, we will, in fact, right now we are very...
Bunga, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BAV. This is Bunge Audio Visual. Yeah, so today you've seen the video that has gone viral, and we're going to talk about, or rather give the reason as to why a Kenyan man built a fake police station. So the question of the day is, was this a PR stunt, or was it a sign that our government is failing? So let me give you a summary of whatever happened in that particular video, so that I can at least be able to understand the kind of direction that the people have decided to take as far as matters concerning development of this country is concerned. So in yet another shocking display of government failure, we've seen a Kenyan man named Collins Leitich, also known as General Leitich, has gone viral for setting up a fake police station named Cheboror Patrol Base. And his reason: the government abandoned his community, leaving them defenseless against crime. Because you've seen he has raised so many issues of trying. He said that he understands that there are various procedures that are supposed to be followed in terms of conflict resolution, or rather airing out the kind of problems that you're facing as a community. But for him is that he has tried his level best together with his community. And they have done this over and over and over again to try and air out their cries. But it's so unfortunate that the government hasn't done anything yet to ensure that there is stability and peace, or rather to ensure that they have curbed insecurity in their area. And so in a widely shared video, we've seen Leitich defending his actions, explaining that the rampant insecurity cases in his area has forced the locals to act. And despite repeatedly raising their concerns, the authorities did nothing to help them resolve that kind of issue that they're experiencing at the moment. So in desperation, he and the community decided to rent a building and set up their own patrol base. And that was not out of rebellion or anything that or with the intention of doing any sort of harm or going against the constitution, as many thought. And he said that was not out of rebellion, but because their safety was at risk, or rather their life was at stake, because walikuwa wana experience shida mingi sana za kuwa attacked na watu here and there. Now so many people are actually losing their properties at the market area that they have actually built the patrol base. And then Leitich actually insisted that they were willing to pay rent for the facility for as long as it will take. Until that time, the government will provide an official structure to show that now that they have listened to their issue, and that these are some of the strategies that the government has set aside to ensure that at some point they're going to curb this challenge that they're facing as a community. And from here, what I can say is that this situation exposes a much deeper issue in Kenya, because the complete failure of government to provide essential public services has really messed up this country in its entirety. And across the country, people struggle with insecurity. We've got people struggling with poor healthcare. We've got people lacking clean water. We've got people experiencing certain catastrophes or other disasters which need urgent help from the government, like collapsing schools, collapsing facilities, and building other buildings. And we've got also people having problems with terrible roads. And despite all these challenges, and despite all the reports of massive of the kind of problems that the Kenyans are experiencing at hand, nothing has been done to ensure that even a single step is taken to curb that kind of challenge that the Kenyans are experiencing. And apart from the problems with the collapsing schools and terrible roads, and other people are being affected across the country after experiencing various catastrophes, and while the reports of massive corruption and embezzlement of funds and embezzlement of funds are on the news every day, we get to see that there is nothing that is being done to solve that kind of issue. So what I can say about the embezzlement of funds in your son experiencing, apart from even these problems of insecurity, we've seen billions of shillings being stolen in shady deals, yet when ordinary citizens beg for help, just like having a small police station near them, when they beg for help, they usually get ignored. And Kenya as a country, instead of prioritizing urgent needs, it still keeps funding lavish projects, and many of which turn out to be the ghost development projects in various parts of the country. And what I can say is that it is very, very shameful that communities are now forced to find their own solutions, whether it's self-funded, whether it's a self-funded police patrol base, digging their own boreholes, or rather fixing the roads on their own. Because we've seen areas that are being struck by drought. People have decided to come up with their own means of actually digging and being able to access water by their own, without even necessarily relying on machinery. Because number one, there is no even money. There's no they don't even have the adequate funds to come up with the machines that will ease the process of borehole drilling. And apart from that, we've got also people trying to fix their own roads, where we've got so many portals on different parts of the country. And we've been able to see people come up with various CSR projects, that as corporate social responsibility projects, to ensure that they actually do it without expecting any form of reward, the same way contractors usually do, and get paid by the government at the end of the day. So we've seen Kenyans trying to come up with solutions themselves, despite being a country that is actually ruled by a democracy, by a government-driven democracy. I think this is a very, very sad state of affairs. And what I can say is that what are we supposed to do as Kenyans whenever we face such kind of challenges as a country? Is it time that we get to help ourselves by using our own resources, or should we just keep on crying to the government to ensure that they actually get to hear some of our problems, some of the problems that we're experiencing as a nation at some point? And also the big question is, how did we get here? Should communities be punished for solving problems of the government, or problems that the government won't fix? Or should this serve as a wake-up call that Kenyans are actually tired of being neglected? So I don't know what's your take, guys. Let me get your comments, or rather your opinion, in the comment section below. Let me get your sentiments. Kindly like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for you to be able to get more updates, not only in Kenya but across the globe as well. Thank you very much. Stay tuned to the next episode.